All right, so we all check the weather, right? It's just a thing we do. But have you ever stopped to think about what separates a good weather report from a truly great one? Today, we're doing a deep dive into a daily briefing from HastingsNow.com that honestly is an absolute masterclass in how to connect with the community. Let's break it down. Okay, just listen to this opening line. Today's weather vibe is very Hastings in January. Beautiful, brisk, and absolutely not impressed by your fashion choices. I mean, come on. Right off the bat, you know this isn't some robotic, generic forecast. It's got a personality. It's an inside joke that immediately tells every resident, hey, I get it. I live here too. That is how you create an instant bond.
And that's the whole idea, right? This line establishes a Hastings state of mind. It's a signal that this is going to be way more than just a weather report. That one little phrase is a promise, really. It tells you you're not just getting data, you're getting an experience, one that's filtered through a truly local lens.
So the big question is, how do they actually deliver on that promise? Well, it all comes down to this core technique, the art of taking cold, hard data and turning it into a relatable feeling. It's all about translating the numbers into what it's actually like to be there. And to see how they do it, let's start with the raw data. Okay, so here's the basic stuff, the kind of information you could get from any national weather app, right? A high of 15, a low of -6, some snow, gusty winds, check, check, check. This is the what of the day. And yeah, it's accurate, it's necessary, but it's totally impersonal. The real magic, well, that's what happens next. And boom! This right here is the secret sauce. On the left, you have the technical data point. Wind chills might drop as low as -25. Okay, that sounds cold, but look at the translation. Wind chills head toward why do we live here again territory. That is brilliant. It takes an abstract number and turns it into a sarcastic universal feeling that every single person in a cold climate has felt. It's funny, it's relatable, and it's a completely shared experience. And they keep it going. The weather joke of the day uses a specific local landmark to make it even more real. Levy Park might feel like a walk-in freezer. See what they did? They didn't just say it's cold everywhere. They said it's walk-in freezer cold at a place everyone in town knows and can instantly picture. That's how you make information stick.
So the report absolutely nails the feeling of the present day. But what's so cool is that it doesn't just stop there. It also connects you to a much bigger story. The next part is like a daily time capsule, building this amazing sense of historical perspective.
Now look at this fantastic mix of history. On this one single day, January 18th, you've got a key moment in local Minnesota history, then a world-changing event like the Paris Peace Conference, and then a monumental milestone in sports and culture. Placing these three things side by side gives you this incredible sense of scale. It subtly says, hey, the day you're living right now is part of a long, important, and fascinating story. So, we have the vibe, we have the feeling, we have the history. But let's be real, a great local report also has to be genuinely useful, right? It's not just about being clever, it's about providing practical, actionable advice that helps people navigate their day. It's about turning that information into action. And here you go, your Hastings Cold Days Survival Guide. I just love this. Especially step 1, wear a real winter coat, not a cute jacket. That's not just advice, that's your friend or your mom looking out for you. It's friendly, direct, and it's exactly what you need to hear. It translates all that abstract data about wind chills into a clear, simple plan to stay safe. Okay, so let's zoom out. When you put all of these pieces together, the personality, the translation, the history, the usefulness, you start to see that something really powerful is going on here. This is so much more than weather and facts. This is about intentionally building community, one post at a time. So here it is, the recipe for connection that we've just deconstructed. You start with that unique voice, the vibe. You translate the data into a shared feeling. You add historical context for perspective. And you finish with actionable advice that has real utility. These 4 ingredients create something so much more valuable than a typical news item. And there's actually a term for this. What we're looking at is a perfect modern example of community journalism. The key difference here is that it's not about reporting to a community from the outside, it's about reporting from within it, using the shared language, the local landmarks, and the common experiences that make a place what it is. That's how you build a real connection. And that really is the ultimate takeaway. The true purpose of this daily post isn't just to tell you if you need an umbrella. It's to be a daily ritual. It's a small,
consistent touchpoint that reminds all the residents that they are part of a collective, that they're all experiencing this beautiful but very brisk January day together. So it kind of makes you think, doesn't it? The next time you check the forecast or read a local news update, maybe look a little deeper. Is it just giving you data, or is it trying to build a connection? It leaves us all with a pretty interesting question to chew on. What story does the information you consume every single day really tell?